This is my 1983 Chevy Camaro, and believe me, it's worse than it looks. On camera, it looks really, really, really good, but once you get closer, you start to see little things that are wrong with it. The first thing you can't really see in photos is this. This is, well, a crack, because this has a fiberglass hood. At some point, one of the hood struts ended up seizing up, and someone tried to close the hood, and it cracked right there. Also, I don't know if you could see it that well on camera, but yeah, the fiberglass fibers are actually starting to come through now. Also, we got that's a ding. Someone hit something. Someone hit something over here. Also, has a little crack over there. This is pretty much typical for all these third-gen Camaros. All of them have this. But I will say, I did upgrade the headlights. The original stock ones were absolutely terrible. These ones are absolutely incredibly bright. I bought them off Amazon for like 150 bucks. I didn't know they were projector lights, so they are absolutely insane. Also, I put these little Harbor Freight lights in. These things actually work really, really well. I actually bought these to make up for the original headlights because they were that bad. Now, we come around here. You notice what's missing? Yeah, the antenna. Someone in a parking lot, when the antenna was up, just came by and smacked it. Bent the thing right in half. Like, don't get me wrong, it was bent before, but come on, people. Also, something that this car has that is a pain in the butt to replace is these door seals. The window sweeps are, these are a pain in the butt to replace. And believe me, I've tried to do it on lunch one day. It was impossible. That side still doesn't have the door sweeps in it. They're just taken out. But when we get to the inside, you might be able to see that's all electrical tapes. The previous owner did this probably about 15 years ago. This whole piece is cracked. It sucks. And then typical door handle, these always bend, they always break. But the good thing is the dash is in somewhat good shape. There's a couple little cracks right there, but I mean, it's not falling apart. Anyways, stick shift, nothing wrong there. The car gets like 22 mpg on the highway. I'm happy with it as is. But we get to the armrest. This is typical on all these third gens. They all have this little crack right here. These aren't too hard to replace, but I mean, it doesn't bother me, so I'm not going to replace them. Also, window switches. This one is new, that one's old, that one, ugh. Yeah, I got to get that one replaced. Also, cup holders, probably the best modification you could do to one of these, especially if you want to keep it stock. You can throw a Monster in there, Dunkin' Donuts, whatever the hell you want to put in there. Just as long as, well, you don't take a corner too fast. Now, I will point out, it is a T-top car, and T-tops don't leak, but the headliner is still sagging, and it really sucks. You can't really see out the rear view mirror, so you got to use your side views. It's a pain in the butt. I want to get it replaced at some point. Also, the trunk, those hood struts are also shot. I'm gonna have to grab some off Amazon. They're like 30 bucks. They're not too bad. But now, let's get to this. I have that bit. That bit is just sitting in the car somewhere. The tachometer actually doesn't work. It's a pain in the butt because it's reading like double what the car is actually reading at. Did that make sense? It's reading double the RPMs the actual car is going. So you'll be sitting at like 750 RPM at a light and it's reading 1500 RPM. It's kind of annoying, but it's not too bad. Besides that, when it comes to the functionality of the car, there's only two more things. That annoys the hell out of me. It survived for 40 years and this decides to start falling off. How the hell? Pain in the butt. Besides that little annoyance I was just reminded of, this car only has two things that are wrong with it. The quadrojet underneath the hood is one of those crappy electronic quadrojets. It works actually pretty damn well, but it can be kind of finicky sometimes. Depending on the temperature, it doesn't want to run right, but it still idles high, it idles low. It runs, it does its job, and I don't really have a complaint with it because, well, I mean, it still runs and drives. Like, I drove that truck for years with a bad idle air control valve. I'm kind of used to it. But besides that, it just has, the AC needs to be recharged. It works. It actually works. But one day I went to recharge it and, well, I let all the AC out because the Schrader valves are not the right size. Probably should have remembered that someone actually swapped this over to R134A before I ended up putting R12 fittings on it and let everything out. Yeah, besides that, like, I mean, car runs and drives really good. It's a nice car, gets 22 mpg on the highway, 17 around town, stick shift car, brakes next, looks good from about 20 feet away, especially on camera. Really, when it comes for a daily driver, this is as good as you can get. Do I want to do performance modifications? Absolutely. It makes 140 horsepower. It's slow as all hell. The top speed is like 130. I don't keep up with anything, even like my own Forte. That's how sad this car is. But, I mean, can you argue with this? This car looks amazing. Nothing looks this good on the road today. Anyways, let me know down in the comments what I should do with this thing, because I have a plan for it. But some of you guys actually know a hell of a lot more than I do, so let me know what you guys would do with this car. And you know what? I'll see you next week.